Alright, I'm going to do this tutorial real quick. When you export a VRM in Decentraland, it's actually not fully optimized. It's pretty heavy actually, and so I want to show you real quick how to optimize it so it's perfect for everything. So first things first, you select all the parts of your outfit that you want to export. You click on VRM, boom, and VRM successfully exported. Blender, let's start a new file, general, bam, don't save. Press A to select all, X to delete. We don't need any of that stuff. So we're going to need 2 Blender add-ons in order to get this to work. The links are in the description. We need the Material Combiner add-on. In order to get this, we're going to go to Code and just download the zip. Boom. We just want the zip files. VRM add-on for Blender. Again, the link is in the description. Let's see. Click on Download. And that brings us the zip file. Under Edit, on Preferences, we are going to install the add-ons. Click on Add-ons, click on Install, and then with the files you downloaded, VRM add-on for Blender and Material Combiner, we're going to do both. So you would select one, click Install Add-on, and I already installed it, so VRM, you can see here it's installed. You need to make sure this box is checked. And then with the Material Combiner, again, also Shotoria's Material Combiner checkbox marked in there. They are installed. You can confirm by pressing N over here in this area. Here's the Material Combiner, boom, and here is the VRM plugin. File, import, VRM, and let's get that new export from Decentraland. And there we are. We have my avatar, but the reason that this is heavy is because each wearable is separate. It's not linked yet. And you can see here under the armature that they're all separate. So we need to get this all as consolidated as possible. So I want to start joining these together. So what I'm going to do is select each one. Let's see, I want to see what I'm selecting, so I'm going to do this individually. So I'm going to hold Shift, and I'm going to select both of these, and then I'm going to bring the cursor into this window, and I'm going to hit Command J for join, or Control J on a PC to combine those two. And now those have been combined into black paisley. And of course, we got the lenses that are separate, so I'm going to, that's probably that. I'm going to do the same thing again, Command J. And I'm just going to keep doing that. And I'm doing it individually just so I can see what's going on. You can also kind of select more than one. Let's try it. Let's see if we can get away with it. Pants, boom, and Command J. All right. And the jacket, Command J. The order of which these are highlighted will determine the joined name. So I'm just kind of all over the place, not really paying attention. Meshes and secondary. I believe these are things we don't need, so I'm just going to highlight those, and I'm going to hit X to delete them. And the shape of the head, shape eye mask, shape eye mask, shape eye mask. It's all face stuff. Join the face over here. Join these two again. Bam. And I'm going to just put DCL avatar as the name of that. Now this is all one draw call here. So that's the first step. We optimize that into one giant mesh. Now we're going to combine the materials. So I'm going to press N over here, and I'm going to go to the matte combiner. I'm just going to pull this out a little bit so I can see what the hell I'm doing, and generate material list. And look at this, all these different materials for because of all the different wearables. They're not all on image texture UV maps. They're on individual ones. And we want to get it to as few as possible. And so I'm going to just make sure these are all selected. And I'm going to just click Save Atlas 2. And for my needs, I'm just going to do it on the desktop. Bam. So now this is all on one material, all of it. But as you can see, things got screwy. But that's okay. What I'm going to do is show you how to fix this. So in here on the UV editor, I'm going to look for my new atlas. Bam, and there it is. So it combines all the different textures into one image. I'm going to select this, and in edit mode, I'm going to change this to faces. I'm going to start selecting the skin to give them skin color again. And I'm going to highlight the neck area, and I'm just going to press L. And that highlights most of the face. I'm just checking to make sure that it does. I believe the eyes are transparent. So I got the arms here. I need arms here. Part of the hand here. This could be a little bit trickier. No, we got away with it. Cool. Pretty sure these were like gloves. So I want to make sure that I have this all right. It's recognizing it as a different material, so I can select just that. Again, I'm going to the fingers, pressing L, and the bottom of the hand, pressing L. And I want to just make sure I have all that jazz. All right. Oh, and we got some more neck here, right here. There we go. And so now I'm going to press A down here. And I'm just going to, you can see these are all the textures that I have selected. I'm just going to shrink that down as much as possible into like a pixel size, basically. Shrinking it down, find my little skin tone, and I'm going to go with this one, I think. So that's my skin tone. And I'm going to take my hair. So let's go back to edit mode. Also, you can go back and forth with tab key. And again, I'm going to highlight my beard, press L, highlight the goatee, the mustache, the hair. This hair is pretty complex. It has all these extra shapes on top. So you have to make sure that everything is selected. The back. Also, like just pressing L, it's additive. So you don't have to like hold shift or anything, but you want to be careful that you don't have something selected that you don't want selected. I also noticed back here that there's still skin that needed to be selected. A little bit of hair back there. So let's fix the hair first. Again, coming down into this UV editor, I'm going to press A, and we see the whole thing selected there. Scale that down. And my hair that I use is actually kind of pressing S to scale down, by the way. I use like a dark navy blue for my hair color. Kind of like that. So let's fix this neck, because this is not right, man. That's not right. So L, bam. Other side is selected. Let's figure out where that is. A, G. Remember which one it was. I believe it was pressing S to scale down. G, I believe it was this one. Bam. So now the neck should be good to go. And we have that. Now this eyeglass texture had transparency that is not working properly now. So I'm going to just make that solid black. Whatever, I'm just going to make that solid black. Bring this over here too. Bam. And now we have solid black glasses. And check the VRM. Humanoid. Everything seems to be laid out nicely. That's great. Don't need to adjust that. File, export, VRM, desktop, Rustan optimized, export VRM. Alright, so that black was the video. Let's put on my new optimized VRM. Bam. Okay, we got 4. Everything is looking really good. Triangles can be improved and bones can be improved. What I noticed on the previous version, which is the original unoptimized version, there are less bones, and they're perfect. So, and you can see the draw calls are 15. I brought that down by joining all the meshes. But let's see. I want to make the bones lower again. Also, I want to see what this looks like. So we got the optimize there. Try it on. Bam. There's my Decentraland avatar in Hyperfy. And he's a little tall. Decentraland avatars are generally a bit taller than normal. So if I wanted to make them smaller, I could. Alright, let's look at these bones. I know right off the bat that there's some bones here that we don't need. Let's remove those bones. Let's see what we can get away with. X bone. X bone. X bone. And they're on each finger too. For some reason it added so many bones. So 1, 2. I think these are the bones that were added for some random reason. Could probably even get rid of this 4th row. Let's try it. Because there should only be 3 here. Let me just delete those first before I move over there. X bones. Okay. 1, 2, 3. X bones. And I'm pretty sure we don't need this bone and this bone. X bones. Okay, so that should be better. I'm also going to scale it down. First, got to go back to object mode, select all, scale down, resize that to 0.9 on every direction XYZ. That makes it a little bit closer to the Vipe size, which is actually the correct predetermined size of an avatar. Select all, file, export, VRM, bam. It's done, optimize. I'm just going to overwrite the previous one, and let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. Boom. Desktop. Got 4 here. Perfect, 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 great, perfect. But I want to put this on, see how it looks. Try on. So now we're closer to the size of a Vipe, which is great. See how we look in the car. Looks very good. 90% I think is a great size for Avatar. Inside of Blockbuster, we're looking really good. Sit down right on the beanbag chair like a boss. If I do emissions, that's going to add a draw call, which will make it less optimized. But let's do it. Let's do plus here, new, bam, emissions, emission, boom. All right, and over here in this area, we're going to do base color. So here, we'll click on this dot, base color, image texture. I'm going to, let's just do new, bam. Okay, untitled, all right. Let's go to texture paint. Untitled's here. I'm gonna make one little spot of white. And I should have made that 512. Let's resize that to 512. 512. 512. Okay. Here you see this little asterisk here. Let's pack that baddie. So now it's actually in the file. And so what I'm going to do here, let's see, let's just go back to layout. It's easier for me to do it in layout. I'm going to look at the pants and tab. And let's select all of this strip by pressing L. Again, I don't have to hold Shift, but you want to make sure that you didn't have something selected that you didn't want selected. Let's do L on this side too. I think I got it all. It's a little hard to see. Just to make sure, I'm going to press L, L, L. Pretty sure it's selected, but again, it's kind of hard to see. It's really only the pants that has emissions. But so whatever I want to have emissions, I'm selecting right now. And over here, I'm going to assign it. Bam. And under, let's change this to shader editor, right? Yeah, okay, make sure we're on untitled, which I should have named that emission too, just for knowing. I'm going to switch over to UV editor, and I'm going to look at untitled, which is all the way down here. And I see that, let's do select all and G. I'm going to put this in the little white area that I created. And so now those are all white. But I need to make sure too that the emission is correctly set up with the strength. And I could also select a color here. I'm going to give it just a little bit of reddish tone, I think. I think that's how it originally was. In Decentraland, 0.4 to 0.6 is plenty. But what you'll notice is if you bring in Decentraland avatars into Hyperfy, what is supposed to glow doesn't usually glow because it's not turned up enough. So you can turn this to 1, you can do 2. 2 is really good. Let's take a look at 2. And then I'm going to go to object mode and select all, make sure the bones are selected. Go to File, Export, VRM. I'm going to save right over the previous one. So you can see that it is glowing red in the dark, but I think I can go a little bit brighter. So let's try and see what 5 looks like. So we would go click the object, emission. Let's try 5. Let's see how bright that is. That might completely wipe out the red. Export VRM, boom, optimized, and here we go. Upload VRM, try on, and there's a much more distinct glow now on those pant stripes. And it's cool, like I could make the lenses on the glasses light up. You can make whatever you want light up. Most users will be able to see this avatar on any device, including mobile and VR. Perfect, great, perfect. So you can see the emission added a draw call, which made it less than perfect, but it's still a very good avatar. Fully optimized Decentraland VRM ready for Hyperfy and any other metaverse platform, really.